Here's my rooster Rupert. Like any other self-respecting rooster, he needs something vital in his life. What do you think that thing is? If you answered hens, then you would be wrong. It's actually nuclear weapons. After all, how is Rupert going to get rid of Charles and Checkers, his enemy roosters? Now, Rupert doesn't know complicated nuclear engineering, but the year's 2024. We don't have to reinvent the nuclear weapon. We can just take a look back on history and how they were first made in the United States.
Oh boy, do I like being president of the United States. What's this? Oh, this does not seem very good. What an unfortunate series of events. At least I can use all of my enriched uranium.
In summary, the problem for the United States was that they needed to build a nuclear weapon faster than Germany could, because Germany was also planning on building a nuclear weapon. The first subproblem was researching. Obviously, you can't build a nuclear weapon without knowing that it exists or how to build it. This is why research and atomic discoveries played a crucial role in the building of the atomic bomb. The discovery of fission, a process by which a uranium atom is split to release enormous amounts of energy by German physicist Otto Hahn, and the realization by Hungarian physicist Leo Szilard that this process could create an atomic bomb, is what prompted Albert Einstein to reach out to the White House regarding the threat that Germany posed, which leads us to our next topic, government support. The only entity with enough resources to create a nuclear weapon is the government, which is why convincing them to create such a weapon was so important in the process. On October 19th, 1939, President Franklin Delano Roosevelt told Albert Einstein that he created a committee regarding research on uranium. After the events of Pearl Harbor, the Manhattan Project was officially created on August 13th, 1942, which focused on the creation of the atomic bomb. Over the course of the war, the government spent $2 billion, the equivalent of $23 billion today, on the Manhattan Project. One aspect of the Manhattan Project was the process of enriching uranium. Most uranium that was mined was uranium-238, a non-fissile isotope of uranium that could not be made into a nuclear weapon. Using a variety of methods, including the gaseous diffusion method, thermal diffusion, and by using calotrons, they were able to separate the lighter uranium-235 isotopes from the heavier uranium-238 isotopes. With 85% of the Manhattan Project funding being spent on enriching uranium at Oak Ridge in Hanford, this step shows the importance of uranium as the main component of the atomic bomb. Now, obviously, to use as uranium in a nuclear bomb, they would actually need to design the nuclear weapon. Uranium-235 doesn't explode until it hits critical mass, which is the main problem engineers had to fix when creating the atomic bomb. For the design of the nuclear weapon, the little boy had a uranium pellet that was launched at high speeds towards a uranium target. This caused the uranium in the bomb to hit critical mass and explode. For Fat Man, the design was an implosion bomb where conventional explosives would compress plutonium and uranium, causing them to hit supercritical mass and explode. The culmination of this work eventually resulted in the testing of the nuclear weapon. On July 16, 1945, the Trinity test took place, which was the official start of the atomic age. At this point in the war, Germany was no longer a problem, and Japan was the new problem. So instead of using it on Berlin, they were going to use it on Hiroshima. To actually use it in the war, the atomic bomb Little Boy was transported on a B-29 Superfortress bomber to Hiroshima, Japan on August 6, 1945. 70,000 people died in the initial blast, with over 100,000 more dying later as a result of the long-term effects of radiation. With the atomic bombing of Nagasaki, this has been the only use of atomic weapons in warfare. You might be wondering, Squidward MC, why did you research the creation of nuclear weapons for your physics project? Well, I could respond by stating that the discovery of nuclear weapons was important because it changed not only military tactics and diplomacy, but it also changed our thinking and way of life forever, and that it was one of the most important events in human history. But no, it was all just so Rupert could get nuclear weapons. He also has a B-29 bomber, so he now can destroy Charles and Oh. It seems that Charles and Checkers also have nuclear weapons, so maybe Rupert will have to figure out another way to get rid of Charles and Checkers. Wait, no! Rupert, don't do it!